Very good morning to all of our guests online. Now, if you are a new startup, great news over here. Visa is looking for startups with proven solutions who are keen to grow their businesses across Asia Pacific. The Visa Accelerator program will focus on creating defined commercial opportunities for startups to collaborate with Visa and its extensive network of partners. So be sure to stay tuned and learn more about the Visa Accelerator program, its benefits, and opportunities for your startup. Please welcome Ciyi Lim, Vice President and Head of Innovation Asia Pacific, Visa. Ciyi, please.
Hello, everyone. Today, I'm excited to be sharing about the Visa Accelerator program, a new program that we're launching to help the startup community across Asia Pacific to unlock global scale and accelerate digital commerce. I'm going to start by sharing a little about how Visa is thinking about the future of payments, what we call our network of network strategy, and how startups and fintechs play a huge role in it. I'll then go into the details of the Visa Accelerator program, the benefits for your startup, and how you can get started with Visa. Before we begin, just a quick reminder that the material that we're sharing with you today is intended for informational purposes and should not be taken as forward-looking guidance on Visa performance or results. All right. Now, reflecting on the last couple of years, and in particular, the last 12 months, I think we can all agree there's been an amazing amount of change in a very short period of time. As we've heard through this festival, the global pandemic has accelerated underlying trends, especially when it comes to digital transformation. And this has impacted all sectors, changing the way we live and work, as well as how we pay. In payments, we've seen both supply as well as demand side changes. On the supply side, there's been tremendous growth and activity, which has led to a proliferation of new players. These are predominantly startups who are powering new ways to pay and be paid for consumers, businesses, as well as governments all around the world. On the demand side, there's been a rapid change in payment habits, with consumers and businesses now trying out and adopting digital, real-time, and on-demand experiences. We think that payments is at a new inflection point, and the best way to capitalize on the opportunity is not just to expand on one single network, even one as large as Visa's, but instead to bring more players into an open global network to enable seamless, secure, and integrated experiences for everyone, everywhere. At Visa, we aspire to become a single connection point for any transaction, whether it's on the Visa network or beyond the Visa network. And that's why we call this strategy becoming the network of networks. On this slide, you see the core components of the strategy that we're following. There are 5 in total, but today we'll only focus on the first one at the top left-hand corner, which is all endpoints. The other 4 will take us into a longer discussion than we have time for, but we will be more than happy to share details about it if anyone is interested. So now let's dig a little deeper into what we mean by all endpoints and how the startup community is critical to this strategy. At Visa, we believe that moving money in an increasingly digital and global commerce environment will take more than a single network. And with that, we aim to connect all partners to enable payments for everyone, everywhere. We also recognize the tremendous innovation and energy that startups bring, and we see it as our responsibility to partner with you to bring new payment experiences to a regional and even global stage. Today, consumers, businesses, and governments connect into our Visa network through traditional plastic cards, but also increasingly through digital credentials, mobile apps, and even banking accounts. There are so many ways to pay and be paid, from clicking on a laptop to scanning a QR code to tapping your card or your phone, and all these are different ways to access the Visa payments network. Many of these experiences are powered by the fintech partners that you see on this slide. who have worked with Visa to scale their business to ultimately bring more users into the digital payments ecosystem. We are really immensely proud that today Visa can reach 2.1 billion bank persons in Asia Pacific, but also, importantly, the 770 million unbanked and underserved. We do this through a combination of Visa credentials, which could be either a card, a virtual account, or even a token. Our recent acquisition of Earthport, which reaches 700 million bank accounts in this region alone, and of course, our growing number of wallet partners, which extends our reach to an incremental 1 billion users and 65 million merchants in the region. However, we're on a mission to continually expand our network and grow these connections or endpoints. And startups are key to this mission. We're seeking new partners across a range of use cases that we can better enable payment experiences for in Asia Pacific. We also, of course, want to put the strength of the Visa network behind startups to help take businesses from local success stories to becoming a player in multiple markets. And that's where our Visa Accelerator program comes in. It's the newest in our range of startup programs, and the focus is on helping startups to unlock global scale through collaborating with us and our extensive partner network. So, what is this program about? In a nutshell, the Visa Accelerator program is an opportunity for up to 6 startups to partner with Visa and our network of stakeholders, which could be banks, retailers, merchant partners, and even technology companies, to scale the startup's business across the region. In this 4 to 6 month program, we will be focusing on working with startups to create and test defined commercial opportunities. In other words, real world solutions that can help make it easier to pay or be paid digitally. We see the key differentiator of this program to be our focus on commercial opportunity and implementation. It's not a program where a startup comes in, pitches their idea, and then walks away with a prize money or title. Instead, we really want to work hand in hand with a small group of startups to define a fast track path for each startup to engage with Visa and our partners on opportunities like product development pilots, commercialization, partnerships, and even corporate development. The important thing is that we're not just looking for great ideas and innovative thinking, but real world solutions that can be rapidly tested and implemented with us and our partners. We've also made sure that this program is designed to allow for hybrid modes of collaboration, both virtually as well as in person. This means that startups do not necessarily need to be on site in Singapore for the program, but can participate from anywhere in the region or even further afield. In the past, Visa has been privileged to have a front row seat in supporting various partners to navigate different geographies and markets to scale digital payments. We now want to help the next generation of startups take their expansion plans off the whiteboard and into the real world. So what sort of innovations are we looking to work together on? We've scanned the Asia Pacific region and identified 4 of the most pressing financial and technological opportunities here. And the 4 areas we've identified are, firstly, building a network of networks. What we mean by this is that we're looking for startups that are developing new ways of moving money that aren't dependent on traditional card or payment rails. We'll be interested in startups that are creating better ways to pay, for example, using real-time payments, account-to-account transfers, and even digital currencies. Basically, new innovative ways of moving money that are fundamentally different from how digital payments have been done in the past. The second focus area we have is empowering small and medium businesses. We recognize small businesses are the backbone of economies, and they've been hard hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. We want to find new ways to support them in managing money movement and streamlining their operations for digital transformation. One example could be making it simpler for small businesses to accept digital payments. How can we eliminate the need for additional hardware or paperwork which makes it challenging for these small businesses to go digital. Another idea is end-to-end digital supply chain management. How could we make everything from invoicing to reconciliation more simple and more seamless? The third area that we're focused on is leveraging open data. This is really an exciting growth area, and while it's early days, we want to seize on this window of opportunity to work with startups that are exploring the growing open banking and open data environment to develop new data-led solutions. For example, we really love to work with startups that are harnessing data and machine learning to create more opportunities for personalized financial and shopping experiences, as well as startups that are thinking about how data can be protected in this increasingly open environment. For example, through the use of secure digital identities and advanced consent frameworks. The final opportunity area that we have is enabling digital commerce. A key part of Visa's mission is to expand access to the digital economy to consumers and businesses that may be underserved or still cash dependent today, basically to help drive financial inclusion. We see this as an area that fintechs are especially good at. In this regard, we're really looking for like-minded startups that are creating new digital experiences that bridge the online and the offline worlds, be it omnichannel experiences or even social commerce. All of these things can make it easier for the underserved to access digital payments in their local environment in a way that's relevant to them. So, if your startup or a startup that you know is pursuing any of those four opportunity areas, we really want to help you accelerate your journey. What kind of startups are we looking for? Firstly, we're looking for mission alignment. This basically means that the startup should already be addressing one of our four opportunity areas and should already have an idea of the type of solution that you'd like to collaborate with Visa on. We're also looking for startups that are post-product and already have a solution out in the market that you can't wait to take on the next stage of growth with us. To that end, we're looking for growth stage companies. What this means is that you should have at least 9 to 12 months runway, and this typically means that you're Series A and above. More importantly, you should have the ability to allocate resources, time, and focus to this program to run proof of concept testing with us. And finally, we're looking for startups that are able to demonstrate long-term commitment to growth in this region in Asia Pacific. So why apply to the program? What's in it for startups? As mentioned before, we see the key differentiator of this program to be the focus on helping startups with commercial opportunity and implementation. And to do this, we want to support you with the following. The first is rapid testing, basically the means to quickly test and validate your solution through a time-bound and focused proof of concept or POC. We will also, at our discretion, make available equity-free funding of up to $50,000 for running the proof of concept and building out the solution. To achieve this, you'll be getting direct support from Visa subject matter experts. Each selected startup will have a dedicated executive sponsor and product lead to open doors within our organization and champion your solution. In addition, our program partner, 500 Startups, is one of the world's most active global investors. Through this program, startups also have access to their renowned mentor network to fast-track growth. And with program events such as Demo Day, we also hope to give startups the opportunity to showcase their proof of concepts to a wider audience of clients, partners, and venture stakeholders. The next benefit I'm going to talk about is access and partnerships. And this is what I personally feel to be the most advantageous benefit of the program, the opportunity for startups to be introduced to Visa's extensive network of clients and partners. As we all know, there's no shortage of fantastic solutions coming out of Asia Pacific and the startup community here. What's most important to us is how we can support these solutions getting elevated to a stage where in a few months' time they could be pitched as a commercial deal to a leading bank, retailer, or technology company in the region. And all of this is with the ultimate goal of helping startups expand into new markets and fast track commercial scale. You'll be able to benefit from Visa's in market expertise to break new ground and accelerate those commercial opportunities. Applications are now open, and I'm excited to share that we've already had applications come in from all across Asia Pacific and even from a few startups from further afield. As a reminder, this program is complementary to the other fintech programs at Visa, such as our Visa Ready certification program and our FinTech Fast Track program, where we support fintechs with expedited licensing. As long as your startup fits the program criteria, and more importantly, you have a proof of concept that you can't wait to test with us, we welcome you to apply and explore more ways that we can work together. Finally, while we encourage startups with operations in Asia Pacific to apply for the program, if you are based elsewhere but can demonstrate a commitment to long-term growth and expansion in this region, we'd also love to hear from you. So, what are you waiting for? Please head down to the link that you can see on this page to submit your application. We look forward to hearing from you and to unlocking the next chapter of digital payments innovation together. Thank you.